Hey, what's up, traders? Just a quick reminder, we're still doing this contest. If you'd like, comment, subscribe to all the videos that I post this month. We're going to pick somebody who's done that for the course of the month and give them free access to the full academy. And if you already have access to the academy, some sort of call with me. So check out our video for a winner of last month for February, and I'll probably hop on a call with you anyway. So like, comment, subscribe, and we'll choose a winner at the end of the month. And thanks for your support. Peace. Yo, what's up, everybody? It's March 9th, 2020, a day which will live in infamy. I don't know if it's as bad as Pearl Harbor, but for a lot of people today, yeah, it was a pretty rough day in the markets, a rough 24 hours, and definitely a day that will go down in history for sure. So we got a lot to talk about. I'll give you my reasons about why I think this happened. I've already shared it to my group, but before we get started, please like, comment, subscribe to this video or to my channel, like this video, and we're running a contest. So, you know, if you do this, continue to do this, you'll get some free stuff at the end of the month, potentially. And regardless, you know, I appreciate the support. And if you'd like to be a part of our group, click links below to get started. We have an amazing, you know, it's the best group out there. It really is, as far as if you want to learn, if you're serious about trading and you want to be around a group of positive people that want the same thing, click the link below to get started. You get more information, learn my strategies, and become part of a trading team. So why did this happen? You know, I think that obviously we have coronavirus. That's like the big thing on the outside, right? It's, you know, but I think, you know, a lot of this panic selling has been attributed to, you know, the media really blowing this thing out of proportion, in my opinion, because, you know, at first I thought it was a super big deal, and I'm not saying it's not, but, you know, then I found out that, you know, symptoms of it, a lot of people have like, you know, gotten over it once they got it. It's kind of like the flu. Stay at home for like a week, and your body's immune system, if you're a healthy person and keeping yourself in good health, will do the hard work. And so once I heard that, I was like, you know, it's really not that big of a deal, but it's all you see on the TV. And what is true for sure, whether it's bad or not, is that the impact that all this slowdown is having and will have is, you know, we're going to see it globally, the impacts of it. And, you know, this weekend, I think what happened is we got, you know, Saudi Arabia threw just a Molotov cocktail bomb into this mix of, you know, global uncertainty that we have, I guess you would say. And what they did was they were trying to make a deal as far as OPEC goes for how much oil production they would put out there and how much they would cut back on the supply. And they couldn't reach an agreement with Russia. So Russia was like, no, you know, backed off the deal table. So what Saudi Arabia decides to do is to just pump thousands and thousands of gallons of or barrels of you know, oil into the markets, which created an oversupply. And this is what we're looking at here. So, and just dramatically dropped the price of oil down. So they're just flooding the market with their oil, dropping the price, hurting potentially their goal, right? What they're trying to do is hurt Russia, hit them where it hurts, right? Which is the price tag. They're not making as much off their oil. And so eventually, hopefully, get them back to the drawing table. So that was, my opinion, the bigger catalyst than coronavirus. Sure, you know, we're in sell-off mode last week for sure, but this was, you know, the straw that really broke the camel's back, right? So now we have just oil prices. Just, this is where we gapped lower yesterday when we started. You know, we gapped it down here. We finished the day at 41. I know a lot of people got hurt by this, including myself. I had an amazing entry, you know, on Friday at like 41.5. I was like, dude, this is going to be a great trade. And price opened up, on Saturday. Saudi Arabia announced that they were doing this. They're flooding the market with oil, and boom, dropped the price by $10. And so you might say, okay, well, $10, but we're talking barrels of oil here. And, the price got down to $28 a barrel. Right now we're sitting at $30 a barrel, right? And so as compared to August 2018, when we were at $74 a barrel of oil. So, I mean, this is an amazing, potentially once in a lifetime buying opportunity for the price of oil. But man, this was the catalyst that just threw the markets into tailspin yesterday. So a lot of people got hurt. I know I did. We had a huge drop here. The price, I didn't get taken out by my stop loss, and lost quite a bit of money yesterday because of it. So, but that comes with the territory. You never know, and that's the risk that you take. You got to take responsibility for all your trades. And you never know when you leave a position open over the weekend, you are running that risk. So, it is what it is, right? So we're just trying to pick up the pieces and move on. So here we are now. We're at $30 a barrel. I think it's an amazing buying opportunity. Eventually, now, are they going to come to a deal tomorrow? No, probably not. Okay, because we're talking about Putin. We're talking about Russia. He will, I'm sure, let his country suffer a little bit before he bends the knee, because he's a pretty hardcore guy, right? So, but oil prices this low are pretty unsustainable. But the thing is, another thing now this is where the coronavirus comes into play. And so I know I'm throwing a lot of information out there to you. And I could go over all these charts here, but really they don't matter too much. And the reason they don't matter, because in this type of environment, technical analysis goes out the window for sure. Anything can happen. Look where we are on UJ. This gapped from 105.30 yesterday, gapped down to 104.50, and dropped 300 pips literally in the matter of like 3 minutes. I was watching it last night. It was insane. So the thing is, back to oil, the world, Italy just got its whole country quarantined, so the world economy is slowing. Less people are going to be able to go to work. There's going to be less output production. People are going to buy less stuff. And so this is going to bring the global economy to a screeching halt. So less people are going to consume oil. Probably less people are going to be driving places, right, because they don't want to go out in public. This is a bunch of, now we just in a fear consciousness, a fear herd mentality, and it's definitely not a good place to be in. I really hope us as human beings can get out of it soon. But here we are in oil. We're at 30. UJ, we're at 102.3. And so it's just a matter of time. And now I need to talk about the S&P 500. So, and we're not going to have a lot of strategy in this video, but I do want to tell you, man, this is some pretty historic stuff going on right now. You got to play it safe. You got to, if you're trading live, you got to trade super small. You got to keep in mind that technical analysis, like, we're just trading on fundamentals at this point. Technical analysis isn't really holding up, So we had some great trades today. We caught some pips, and then we lost some too because the technicals weren't there. They were there, and then they weren't there, right? So here we are on the S&P 500. This is where we gapped yesterday. Gapped lower, big sell-off, and I believe it's 7% sell-off. And then once that happens, the market cuts off, and it's like a governor stop in order to prevent, the market just falling through the floor in one session. So this doesn't happen too often, rarely ever happens, and this is a big deal. So I don't think really the world population really understands what's happening or the potential severity of this. and it doesn't look like it's getting better at any time. One of the biggest funding currencies, which is worth keeping an eye on, is the euro USD here. I mean, it makes you want to short this thing so bad. But like I said, the technicals are out the window. It doesn't matter how far overbought we are on the RSI, right? Because it can just keep on going and going and going. And the euro's been acting as a funding currency. That's why it's so strong. And so, right, especially, man, I really like, I'm watching, we caught some pips off of it. Euro CAD right now. I'm just dying to get in here and sell this thing. But, like I said, like CAD is super weak. I talked about this in the weekly outlook video yesterday. Super weak because of everything going on, especially because of oil. But the minute it picks up, you can definitely, so maybe a good plan would be to put some sell stops in right above this gap, right? So like kind of like right there, if you were willing to risk it, but once we get some momentum, oil pops and maybe make some move back to 40, which when it does happen, it'll probably happen in the same day. Like, mark my words, when oil does rally, it's not going to be like a $2 rally and then chill. It's going to be like just really like a rubber band, right? It's getting pulled down. And the thing about oil is that, it can go lower. It can go down to zero. But, unlike the currencies and stuff for trading, there is a bottom. So what's the bottom? Is it 25? We got 20, we hit 27.5. This last low was 25 in 2015 was 25.76, and then but look where it went from August 2015 to April 2019. The appreciation there is pretty incredible, and we're looking at the same type of potential situation. And like I said, it's not going to happen overnight, but we do have a ceiling. We do have a floor, right? So what's it going to be? Is this situation going to get so bad it gets to $10 a barrel? I would say that's ridiculous if the whole thing with Saudi Arabia and Russia weren't in a commodity war, essentially price war. So, but it will be resolved. Things will somewhat get back to normal, and this is an amazing opportunity, right? So, this is oil. It's a tangible product. The S&P 500, on the other hand, isn't so much. And we could go much lower here. So this is the trend line that I have. There's a couple different ones here. And this could be where we're going. This lower trend line at 2,300. We can also put a moving average here. So we're already well below the moving average on the daily. Where's it at on the monthly? I don't even see it here. So, but on the weekly, it would come in at this 160. We're almost at it. Should be about 26.50. So, but if this continues, then I think these Fibonacci extensions are a good target. But we've already broke down multiple trend lines, and we're already below the 127%. Tomorrow's turnaround Tuesday. So, if we don't see a bit of a bounce, we may see some more panic selling tomorrow. And 161.8 is $26.80. So that's a good downside target. It's very similar on the Dow Jones. So, but the thing is there's not really a bottom here. And on top of that, throw in the election, throw in coronavirus. So this could go much lower. I do like, so if I was going to go for one of the two in the situation that we're in now, me personally, I'm going to be looking towards oil for this like buy the dip scenario. I definitely do want to look at equities and stuff, but I don't think this is over. I think it's going to be, it's going to be a lot of up and down when eventually with oil, we could get to more of a floor type bottom scenario. So, but either way, however you go about it, keep it small. What crazy, 24 hours, super profitable for some, traumatizing for others, bankrupting for other people out there. This doesn't happen every day. And, when it's just our normal price action trading, we seem to forget how volatile, how insane, and how merciless the market can be. And, when we think we know what we're doing, anything can happen. So keep that in mind out there. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Please like, subscribe. And if you want to get in on our group, we would love to have you. Actually, I forgot to mention at the start, until Wednesday midnight, we're offering 20% off our lifetime academy access. So take advantage of that. If you'd like to learn how I approach the market, I put it all out there, man. So be safe out there, and I'll see you in the VIP chat room. Peace.